100 years ago, a line was drawn.
Whoa. It's a fine line.
But with our help,
It could be the finest.
live bass. When times are hard,
We're a soft touch.
I'll sort it, sir.
Fuck me!
We have a soft spot.
And it's 499 kilometres long.
We play for both sides.
No.
and we score at both ends.
Step away from the pizza.
We're ready for the next phase of Brexit.
It's an emergency.
We were given a chance to watch over this political jungle.
And like a monkey on a branch.
We're gonna grab this opportunity with both feet.
We are the Soft Border Patrol.
On the 31st of January 2020, everything changed.
You ready to get your ride on?
Change happens all the time on the border, and it's up to us to go with those changes. In politics, people like change. Politicians like change so much that whenever somebody changes something, they ask to change it. Remember that group of Westminster politicians who formed that party focused on change called Change UK? And then most of them changed their minds. It's just like that David Bowie song, China Girl.
How do you film people crossing a border if you're not allowed to put rigid structure at the border, right? Well, cameras are much smaller now. Tiny little cameras. They can be in your lapel, they can be they can go inside in your body. So we needed to figure out, if we have pinhole cameras, where can we put them? Now, you might have driven along the border and seen handmade signs that say no hard border, right? Well, guess who makes them? Like 90% of them, we make them. Yeah, see that? You will have seen these around Uri, around Lifford, around Strabane, you know. You can't take this down because you have to preserve people's right to protest. You might notice that there's room for a pinhole camera. We're filming you, using your own democratic rights. I mean, it feels like a violation, but we know you wanted it.
Ashes to ashes.
Sorry. Excuse me, Farmer Campbell. Sorry to.
What do you want? Do you not see it busy here?
Is that an urn?
Doesn't it look like an urn?
Well, are there remains in that?
Yes, there's remains in it. What do you think is going to be in it? Jam!
You can't be spreading ashes there.
Oh, can I not be spreading ashes? No.
No,
This is my land. I'll do what I like.
This is the border right here, so that's actually the EU side. And you can't bring something that's died in the north and drop it into the EU. Technically, this is cross-border contamination.
It's not contamination.
No.
It's a funeral, man.
I'm sorry, not contamination.
This is my sheepdog.
Well, I am terribly sorry for your loss. What was his name?
Hugo.
Big fan of Hugo Duncan, then?
Yeah, Victor Hugo.
Oh.
My wife loves Les Miserables.
Oh, right, OK, I'm with you. OK.
When this dog was born, the first thing he did was round up the rest of the litter. That's how good a sheepdog he was.
That's very impressive, but sir, the fact remains you can't put the ashes down there. There's another way we can sort this out. Very straightforward. Lets you have your ceremony and complies with all rules and regulations.
I want to comply with all the rules and
Central
regulations.
Office happy.
That'd be very important to me
Right,
now.
well, so
Aye.
here's what we do, right? I've got a form. We fill it in. I'll process the form. Only takes 6 to 12 weeks.
6 to
and then you can have
12
your ceremony.
weeks?
And,
That's 3 months.
I'll go in, fill the form, back in 6 to 12
you go-
weeks.
you go do that.
Suits out well. I'm glad we got it all sorted, sir.
Fuck me! What have you done, man? What have you done to my dog? Get my dog off here!
To be fair, Farmer Campbell was furious, and understandably so. But then at the same time, most of Hugo did make his way into the loch, So, and also technically, if the wind carries it in, then that's also an act of God. So there's no need for me to fill in any forms. It's ideal.
Even the best brands must move with the times. That's business 101. You look at iPhone or Jordan, now that's what I call music. They have to adapt. And I have to make sure that at the Soft Border Patrol here, we stay on brand with our brand.
Lisa, I've had an idea.
Okay.
Don't say no straight away. What does everybody love? Peace. Peace line, peace wall,
peace process. You put peace in, and immediately it sounds nicer. See, wall by themselves. Nobody likes wall. Do you like walls?
Don't like walls.
I don't like walls. I'm like, what are you doing, wall? You know what I mean? Just
you're
there.
right.
So if you put peace in front of it, oh, peace wall, it's lovely. So what I want to do is rebrand us as, wait for it, the Peace Border Patrol. No, you don't like it. It's okay, you don't like it. I'll leave. I'll come up with something else.
I love it.
What?
Peace Border Patrol. It's like, this is actually an amazing idea. Tell you what I'm going to do for you.
Proud of Britain.
I'm going to get on to Brussels today and pitch this idea.
No, I'll do it. If you give me the number, I'll do it because it's my idea.
Don't you worry. I am used to dealing with the bigwigs. It can be intimidating for someone in
Will
your
you
position.
CC me in if you're doing an email?
I'll be CC you in.
No, CC.
I mean, if I wasn't already the boss, I could sense a promotion coming on with this.
No, I'm happy with where I am. I'm head of PR. It's fine by me.
I'm happy with where you are too.
Yes.
Peace Border Patrol, patented right here and now by Lisa McCoy.
What?
Away you go.
Come on, Biz. See you later.
Way on.
So apparently, great ideas get turned down now. That's the way we're doing it. You know, the politicians have said we can't rename the border, Laurie, because there'd be a lot of violence as a result. But that's jobs worth again for you. You know, I can't keep having these great ideas and being told no. You know, I'm not going to apologise for being licorice, for flying too close to the sun.
We have noticed a lot more politics in the border these days.
And your politics can change, particularly if there's a wee handout involved. People's identity can literally be formed by eligibility for compensation.
It's like prisoners find a new religion to get better food. People here will go with whatever just to get the compo.
Claim compensation is as Northern Irish as a wee sausage roll bap. We love it.
They may take our lives, but they will never take our handouts.
Brexit, the movie. So the way to get through this job, really dealing with sort of 300 complaints every day, is to have empathy. The problem is I only came here as a Christmas temp, so the empathy has been completely beat out of me at this point. So I treat it weirdly just as like a bit of a computer game. You know, every day I come in at 9 o'clock, it's the same sort of thing. Level 1, it's like, oh, what about the milk? What am I going to do? Oh, I can't get in. And then as the day goes on and goes on, there becomes like a boss level. You know, someone phones up, what about currency? What effect is this going to have on the pound? And I'm like, oh, no, mash buttons, see what happens. And then at 5 o'clock, I clock off, they all die, and then they respawn the next day. So I have wee tricks to get me through the day. You know, figured out that even though I don't actually care about what people think anymore, depending on where they're from, I'll just do their voice back to them, you know? So if somebody phones from, say, Derry, for example, oh, hi, am I supposed to still call it Derry, or is it going to be Londonderry after a hard border? I'll be all, oh, hi, I don't know myself, out there's Wales shocking now, what am I going to do? I'm going to go down Shipley Street. Tends to sort of just get rid of, you know, North Down, they phone up, hello, chap, I have a Range Rover with a flat tire, and I just, right back, I just go, and they go, thank you. You know, other places, like somebody phones up, wee sticky phones up, you know, mate, what about the flag? What am I going to do? My house is too close to a bonfire and all. And I'd be all, mate, I don't know, what are you going to do, mate? That's have a wee bottle of buck or something, man. Just go out for a pint, like, you know, man. I tend to get away with it, to be honest with you. Sometimes if I'm really just trying to entertain myself, I'll pretend I'm from an international call centre. You know, they'll phone up, what are we going to do about the European border? And I'd be like, oh, every dread, don't know what you're on about, mate. Get away with it. People aren't very well educated in this country.
Yesterday, we caught Michael trying to smuggle 20-pound jars of Manuka honey over the border. And we know for a fact he's going to try again today. I mean, £20 a jar Manuka honey. I can see why he has the price so high. I mean, the shipping costs alone. I mean, getting it over here from Manuka.
Right, Michael, you got out of the van very quickly there.
What?
Are you okay?
All right? A man can exit a van or whatever hasty wishes, can't he?
Here, he can't keep his feet on the ground. Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, you doing it? Got him!
What did you get?
I got that move that I've been working on.
It's a new outfit you have?
Yeah, it's...
He was wearing this outfit. It was basically a Vera Wang nightmare with a veil hanging over his eyes.
It's quite 90s. I quite liked it, but...
Yeah. You need to take your hood off so we can actually make sure it's you.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm a 90s baby? 99.
How lovely for you.
What is wrong with your face?
A nose? Eyes?
They're like spots.
The love bites, is it?
Love bites?
Love bites.
Strangest love bites I have ever seen.
We've seen a few love bites in our time.
Somebody with a very small mouth. What's that noise?
It's the pylons, the electric pylons. Desperate, isn't it? Hard for the people, you know, living around here.
No, I can definitely hear some sort of buzzing.
Oh, your phones are probably on vibrate. Check them.
Humming?
No.
No, our phones are on flight mode. We never
What?
have them on during
I'm so sorry, folks. It's the CD of white noise that I play to help me relax.
The engine's off.
Cut the chase.
Look, yous wouldn't let me bring Manuka honey across the border. Am I right? Am I right?
Very.
I'm right. So what did I do? I went straight to the source. I'm after bringing a load of bees.
Bees?
The van's full of bees.
Like live bees?
Some worst part, I went over this massive speed ramp, Cantonment regulation in Dundalk, and they're out of their boxes. They've gotten mental. It's like Beemageddon back there.
Animals that are being carried over the border do need to have papers. An animal passport, if you will. Bees can fly over the border of their own volition, but if they're being trafficked, as they are now, in your van,
The
which
bees were
contributes
still flying because
to
they went over the
traffic.
speed ramp. They were
Michael,
just
I'll
surrounded by the.
He was essentially just transporting 1,000 tiny sheep across the border illegally.
Yes, and he was only too glad to get rid of them.
Do you know what I'll do? Let the bees out. How about
No,
that?
no.
Yeah, let's let the bees out.
No. I think the best way to solve this is if you hop in your van, drive across the border into the Republic, and let the bees be free.
We instructed them back in the van, take them over the border again, back where they belong, to their own hive, to their own hub.
In fairness to him, he did cross the border by about a metre.
Yeah, good deed for the day.
I think that.
What do you do?
I mean, the Republic.
No, but no,
Bees,
no,
thank you.
No,
Bees,
Michael, don't do
bees,
that.
freedom!
Get the windows up. No, I'm trying. Nature is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just sat in the car quite calmly. You need to turn the car off. I know. I'm there. Go. Please.
Sometimes Michael gets away. But today, he was caught in a sting operation.
Stung.
That's us. One of the things we have to do at Soft Border Patrol is monitor food products that are going back and forward across the border.
We had an issue today where we had a pizza delivery man.
Just the usual.
Yep.
Pizzas. No, we'll establish whether they're just the usual pizzas.
The problem is sometimes the public don't really know that they're actually involved in smuggling.
Basically, you have there a ticking time bomb. You have pork products. You have cheese.
He's literally right there.
No, well, no, that's it. Just
Hey, Derek.
we can't.
We can't.
I say, oh, hey, whoa!
It's my pizza.
Everybody, step.
Sorry.
At Soft Border Patrol, we are highly trained. We have specialist material and specialist tools to ascertain what sort of product is crossing the border.
It's for the lab later.
We saw pepperoni.
He was technically smuggling sausage across the border.
Yeah. No talking.
With pepperoni, again, it's another form to fill out. All while this is happening, this pizza's getting cold. And this is where our training kicked in.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do the buffer maneuver.
Well, we were able to take the contentious piece of food,
Gently.
pass it from the UK into the EU
Step away from the pizza.
without any hassle.
Okay, are we ready? Everybody ready?
Yeah. At the end of the day, at Soft Border Patrol, we always deliver.
And we're not supposed to.
The final Brexit deal was a compromise. At the end of the day, it felt like nobody won. It's like that time my ex phoned me up for a one-night stand. Got the job done, but nobody was really satisfied.
Fuck, Sandy.
Heather, can I just ask what you're doing with the bull? You're not taking it across the border, are you?
Oh, well, it's date night tonight, Sandy, you know.
What do you mean date night? For a bull?
Well, you know.
Oh, look, you can't. If that's the purpose, you can't take them across the border. Heather, not without the appropriate papers, which I'm sure you have, if you have the papers.
Aye, they're in the house there, Sandy, but, you know...
Could you go and get them?
It's kind of getting in the way of things, you know. He's ready to go here. He's as hard as Chinese algebra, like.
Bull semen is highly lucrative. I mean, it's a very precious commodity for farmers, so I had to stop it there. Love to make an exception, but
Sandy,
I
let me
can't.
just stop you there. Do you ask for papers before you get your nookie on?
Well, I mean, it's been a long... No, it doesn't matter. The point is that, you know, I will need papers for Sputnik.
What if we do just stay here and you bring the cows over to us?
And just the cows are here and Sputnik. No,
That's it.
I mean...
Like the girls from Derry and the boys from Donegal. And he can, you know...
What?
Back them up.
No, you see, now, as enticing as that may be, Heather...
I've got an idea.
OK, great, right, what do you got?
See these here wellies, boy?
Right, OK.
Take it off there for me.
Oh, good Lord.
That's you now.
Right.
You just fill her up there.
With what?
What do you think,
Oh.
Sandy?
I wouldn't really even know how to do that.
One brother help another brother out, you know?
Who am I to stand in the way of love? Go on, Sputnik, you sow your wild oats.
You're very understanding, Sandy.
Bring him straight back, though. You know, I realised this wasn't just for financial gain. This bull loved every single one of those cows.
You ready to get your ride on?
Somebody's just after telling me that in Northern Ireland there's going to be as many pigs as people to keep up with the Chinese demand for pork. Yous absolutely love it. Isn't that mad, like as many pigs as people? I mean, that'll keep a lot of political parties happy because they've been calling for 50-50 recruitment with the pigs for a long time.
We are always having trouble with this particular park because the border runs right through it. It's like a set of crooked teeth.
With these swings in particular,
Hop onto
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
you're in Northern Ireland here,
Yeah. But then if we push,
you're in the Republic.
well, no, you're in the north.
We've had to come up with a solution.
Really, really good solution. So you just hook that round there,
And then what we've done is,
so you can still have fun.
still have a laugh, you can
just-
sit here and enjoy yourself, and then swing.
Stop. Don't go too far. You can
Ah.
still swing, but just not both ways, because we're dead against that here.
Yeah, seeing kind of things happening with the slide. So you're here
In the north, having banter.
Yeah, and then you go, oh,
Having banter in the Republic. That's it there, look. And the great thing about this too is it's actually like sandpaper, so you'll do it once, but you'll not do it again.
yeah. Then you come out.
Have a bit of crack. That's enough crack.
That's enough. And then
Slip.
You just
Go over
dismount
there.
yourself.
You come out here,
push.
and then it's dead easy, and oh, then that's
And then simple.
simple.
Hey kids,
Ooh.
how are yous?
We know you've
Good.
been really, really worried about the border, am I right?
Yeah? Well, we've sorted it all out for you.
Yeah.
You can still have your fun, but just maybe not quite as much fun.
Was his idea.
I mean, we were all warned that Brexit was going to bring violence, and obviously today it's been proved right. Project Fear has been proven right.
This year's been a really big one for me and my mates. We've all gone to the Extinction Rebellion protests. I think it's really important for young people, especially in Northern Ireland, to stand up and have a voice and take up arms against this generation and what they've done to our planet. The fact that we have to bear the brunt of their mistakes is frankly just abominable.
Our generation? Have you even been to a protest? Have you ever glued yourself to a railing?
I actually have really sensitive skin, so I can't glue myself to anything because I'm quite allergic.
I'm allergic to young ones that don't know their place. I've done a few protests in my time. I was once sent a cease and desist letter from Boris Johnson. But it wasn't signed, so he mustn't have meant it.
Are you all right?
It's an emergency.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, it's a climate emergency.
Oh,
Oh, my
right.
days.
I thought you were in an emergency there.
It is an emergency.
It's in your bag?
Is this a stop and search?
No, you've got a bag of bricks there. Bricks? You going riding?
Riding?
Yeah.
I only ride with half bricks. I'm not an animal. No, it's for the climate emergency. Sure, did you not read if you put a brick into your toilet, you reduce your waters. So I've got 2 for the toilet, 1 for the bath, 1 for the sink, and 1 for the shower. And I think there's 1 spare there if you's wanted one.
No, I think I'm good. You just
Equally as good.
Got to do something for the climate crisis. It's going to be awful. It's going to be like a big power cut with floods.
Yeah. These are the
It's going to be
things
the end of Bangor. So everybody has to do their bit. You can do your hop cycling. You heard of hop cycling? Now, we're very good at that already because we hop cycle all our old tyres and the bonfires. We're good at that.
Yeah.
I know some people say that's not good for the carbon footprint. You try telling them that. Can you just phone up to renewable your energy, or do you have to go in?
No, I think that's you just change provider and you have to find the provider to give you your...
Right, and if I buy a bamboo toothbrush, will a wee panda starve?
No.
If Arlene Foster hadn't gone about turning up everybody's heating and just put on an extra layer, would we even be having a climate crisis?
You have a point.
You've got to do your bit.
You do have to do your bit.
I mean, I don't even know what it'll do about the greenhouse gases. So I've got the oil at the minute. Maybe I should phone them up again. I only checked yesterday.
Look, I think we have to go here.
Oh, right. Just one more thing. BBC's been showing the Dublin murders.
Okay.
Why have we got them on our television? Do they not think we've got enough murders up here? Is that anything to do with Brendan O'Carroll?
That's something we can look into.
Great.
I think he's calling...
Right, and you don't need a brick.
I don't need a brick.
Just as we were getting used to CNCSE or Con 9 decided to go and change their name.
United Ulster Unification Unit. You. United Ulster Unification Unit. You. All right, at ease, lads.
Fellas.
Hey, guys.
How's things?
Good. Yeah. What about yourselves? Very well, thanks.
Language is this?
Yeah, well, we've just done a whole rebrand.
Okay.
Yeah, we've decided that Continuity 9 County Sovereignty Committee didn't quite roll off the tongue. Doesn't really abbreviate the same way as like the BBC or KKK. So we thought, let's change it.
Okay.
And we find that the letter U is really popular in Ulster, so we thought we'd become the group with the most U's in it. Took a bit of flicking through the dictionary, but now we've got it. United Ulster Unification Unit. So then you can do chants like, hey.
Ulster.
United Ulster Unification Unit.
Then you've got your fifth
Got a
U.
spare U there.
Spare U.
What's that for?
Is that on all of them, eh?
It is, yeah. You've done 5 on all of them there for some reason.
Yeah, understand. United Ulster Unification Unit. Understand?
Or up. United Ulster Unification.
Up. United Ulster Unification Unit.
That works.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Do you think it's a good idea though? It all seems a bit much rebranding. I mean, what about like McFly and Busted when they became McBusted? Nobody cared. Why would you do that to yourselves?
It didn't work.
Do you need this?
We have got a lot of traction actually with the previous
that Facebook thing and you know.
Because that even is making me dizzy looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a whole pile of nippleless teats.
Yeah, like 2.5 tits.
We've actually, I probably shouldn't be telling you this actually, but we've been set up in secret talks with the British government.
You?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. All of us.
You?
Why is up?
Yeah, no, we have.
Even him?
Yeah.
Liam?
Yeah. We've met this ex-British spy in the changing rooms at the local swimming pool, and he set us up for a non-disclosed fee of £40 and a pair of my boxers. And he's put us in a WhatsApp group with the British government.
How do you know this is all legitimate?
Oh,
Craig?
it is
a bit-
legitimate. It's like these are very high-profile people. For security, right? Just when I go on there, I have to let's just strip off and take a selfie to show I'm not concealing any weapons.
Okay. See, I don't know if I'd believe him. I think what the best thing to move forward, guys, is maybe just stay as the Continuity 9.
Maybe you're right, actually. Maybe, you know, I think we're. I know we've been at this a while, but we're definitely making inroads. You know,
yeah.
Romania wasn't built in a day. and neither is Ulster.
Okay.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah, that's very philosophical.
You just be careful as well when you're chatting to this guy on the WhatsApp thing.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be beating him on your own or anything. Yeah, you should all go as a group.
Send Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Cheers.
All the best,
See you
later.
later.
Yeah, we still got the back of that there. We can use the back of that. The Continuity 9.
We did contact the police, not because they were protesting, that is their right, just that we're a wee bit worried Craig's being groomed online.
Listen, we all know that World War I was a disaster for humanity, and it was military slaughter on an industrial scale. But on the other side of that, it did inspire huge advancements in art and in novels and in poetry, particularly in Britain. And in a weird way, Brexit has done the same thing for the Germans. There's a lot of German dystopian novels set in a futuristic Britain. It's a huge upsurge in that. So I was kind of inspired by that, and I finally finished my debut novel. I've been writing it since I joined Soft Border Patrol, in my downtime, obviously. It's about a software engineer, a security engineer, an expert in computers, and he has to rescue his gorgeous and intelligent, but mainly gorgeous, boss from an evil dictator prime minister. So it's called A Frictionless Walk to Freedom. You getting this? Yeah? And he's really strong and quiet, and he's like the Incredible Hulk mixed with Alan Turing, but with the kind of bodily confidence of Hulk, but with the intellect of Turing. They say write about what you know, I suppose, and it hasn't been reviewed yet, but I'm quite hopeful. I mean, it's not the easiest way to lift somebody.
Our job is to plant ourselves on that border, no matter what. Now, some so-called experts have said, no, we don't need a hard border, no. But what we do need is certain exposed areas of that border, controlled by erecting some fences. What's our opinion? Oh, no, I have worked there for far too long to have an opinion. No, it's not up to us to take sides on these political issues, so I'm not going to say whether I think it's a good idea or a bad idea. What I will say is, if they build a fence, we are going to sit on it.